Okay. Uh, let's try this again. There's the sound. We have to turn that a little bit down. Live scene. Alright. Just turn down the game's volume a little bit. It's too loud even for me. Which means that I need to turn it up a little bit over here. Okay. Waiting on the stream to catch up. Hello everyone, my welcome back to another video stream. This time we are once again back with Traumatic Syndrome. I did say that I would try to stream again today because the first one kind of started going wonky because of my internet, but it seems that we may be fine this time around. So let's see if we can make this one reach up to an hour or something, shall we? One thing you may be noticing, my headset is kind of flipped. My microphone's on my headset's microphone's on this side as opposed to this side. There's a reason for that. It's because a while ago, a few hours ago, I noticed that my surround sound for some reason is like flipped. So sound that should be coming towards the right ear was coming to the left. The sounds that were coming left were coming to the right. And I tried to look for a fix online. I couldn't find one. I don't know why that's happening. So my solution was just flip the headset around, and now it's, obviously coming the right way because, left, right. I flipped them, so now they're flipped. Now they're right. Anyway, I don't want to spend 5 to 10 minutes talking at the start again. Let's just go back to where we were. Since it seems we might be fine this time. Probably should not jinx it. Alright. How's the sound? Let me just make sure. Talking at the start again, let's just go back to where we were. It seems we might be fine this time. Alright. Great. Sounds good. Monitoring everything with my phone. Making sure to see if I catch any laggings that happen. Alright. It's Eliza talking. I remember that I called her. So I'll be looking down and type this a lot to make sure that the stream is working, which I'm probably already used to that. See you there then. Alright, see you later. Oh, Jesus. Come on. No, don't start going down now. Alright. That's weird. Deja vu. I feel like I already came here. I mean, after that day. Well, it sure was that nightmare. Hello. Have you been waiting long? No, I just got here. So let's go. Yes! Okay, I don't know if it's the actual stream lagging or if it's just my phone. So let me see something. Oh, that's strange. I mean, it's catching all the text. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for now. If it gets really bad, and right. Yes. Let's go this way. It's too dark. Can you see anything? It's just this part. Soon you'll see better. Ah, yes, I see it now. Let's go through this room here. Much better now. Wait for me! Don't go running. We're doing it together. I was just a few steps ahead of you. I know. Are you upset? No. I don't know why sometimes has the quotations and sometimes it doesn't. It's very strange. Very bizarre. Okay, is it going wonky? I can't tell. Is it my player? Hold on, it might just be my player. Hold up. Let me turn down the quality of this thing on my phone. Ah, okay, hold up. It might just be my player. My YouTube on my phone that's making things buffer. Not the actual stream itself. Can anyone on the stream tell me if everything's working? Because that would be quite helpful. Darn, hold on, let me try resetting the YouTubes. Because I have no idea if it's the stream or my phone. I hate taking these pauses in streams and stuff, but one's gotta do, one's gotta do. Son of a dumbass, I still have my... Never mind, I think I was just being an idiot. I think I know why I was seeing it buffer on my phone. Yeah, I'm just a dumbass. This is my data on my phone instead of actual stuff. Alright, we might be fine. No? Oh, I get it. You're scared. Are you, Eliza? I've never imagined I'd see you afraid of an empty place. I'm not afraid. Yeah, sure. What the fuck is with that badge? Wait, no, hold up. What is with that badge? Wait. Is that a police badge? There's something weird going on there. Wait, I'm not insane, right? There's some... Hold on. Let me just... There's like something going on with that badge, isn't there? I have no idea. I was gonna try to zoom in on the actual stream, but apparently I didn't do that. Anyway. It's just... We're supposed to do this together, aren't we? Yeah, so you're afraid. You know, she really reminds me, like her design in general, really reminds me of Chloe from Lucifer. At rubble. You wanna start investigating around here? That's what I said. I heard, but wouldn't it be better to start by analyzing the room where the crime occurred? We don't know if the crime really occurred in that room, so it would be better to see everything from the entrance. Oh, okay then, I'll start looking for something that looks new or out of place. Alright? Yeah, do that. I know I said that to Eliza. Am I pronouncing her name correctly? But I don't really want to go in that route now. The memories are still fresh in my mind. Oh, I know why it sometimes has a quotation and sometimes doesn't. Like when it doesn't, it's his thoughts, and when it does, it's, you know, actual talking. I can still remember the smell of Angelica in my clothes. Even if it was just a dream, it's still too real. Also, now I won't be able to be screaming their screams because now it's later in the day. There's a lot more people around my house. This room's still the same, just a bunch of old boxes. Maybe if I start messing with them, something interesting will come up. You find anything? Nothing significant or not significant. Looks like there's nothing here but some old boxes. Maybe we should check the rooms. Right. I swear to God, there's something weird with that badge. I can't really see, but it looks like there's like blood and shit on it. Where do you want to start? Oh, I'm selecting. And essentially what it means that I can't yell the yells is that you'll have to deal with the quiet whispering yells. You know, like ah! Those kind of whispering yells. Okay, so let's first investigate the left, shall we? Let's go. What a dump. When was the last time anyone was here? It seems it has been left sealed to this day. Yes. No other comments, just yes. What do you think we can find here? Maybe some clue. I don't know, maybe the blood-stained floor, unless it's just dirt happen and pop up. Fingerprints, biological proof? I don't believe something like this can stand the... It's better to be like 2 or 3 years or something, from the way they were talking before. About a year. Yeah, that's really early for somebody to get over a loved one's death. It's been a little longer than I remembered. Bro, at the beginning, I was like calling her harsh. Maybe if they've been like at this for like 2 years, 3 years or something. Like more than X syndrome. It wasn't the pun, I was just never mind. Moving on. Well, let's look for clues or whatever you want to look for. I don't know, a demon dude with bloodied face? I don't think there's gonna be anything in that room. Why do you think that? I don't know for sure. A weird feeling. No, dude, Knox, whatever, I forgot the actual number, but Knox something. Intuition cannot be hired as detective thing. You know, as a detective method. That's in the Knox something. It's one of the Knoxes. I don't know which one it is. Don't remember. Well, let's start looking then. Okay. This guy doesn't comment much, does he? Well, maybe if I look for something instead of someone, I'll find some clue. Who are you looking for? Huh? Okay, I haven't found anything. It's a very small room. Yeah, I don't know, have you tried looking at the blood on the floor and the walls? Maybe you'll find something there. Just a personal opinion. Let's go back then. Alright. Okay, so let's go over to the right now. The lockers. What a mess. Yeah, but there's a lot of things around here, so it seems like a good place to find some evidence. Yeah, like a cleaver used to murderify people. I think that's hard. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. Imagine that you're a murderer. There's a place with several compartments, like closets in the place you've chosen to commit your crime. What are the chances of you deciding to keep anything inside? What if it's reverse psychology? Are we gonna deny the existence of a closed room without exploring? I'm sorry, I'm just getting a lot of Umineko references. Well, not like from this. It's obviously not giving that many, or not giving any Umineko reference. But I just have Umineko in the back of my mind. You got me. Don't underestimate me. However, if the place I choose to commit a crime was already a familiar place, the chances that I'll forget something that belongs to or connects to me, or that belongs to or connects me to the crime is higher. So higher. Yes, this really is possible. But you're also right. You have to think about all possible situations. Use your noggins, characters. Gotta use your noggins. So let's investigate and see which of us are right. Right. I look in the lockers and you look into the rubble. Deal. Oh, she's so nice. I like her. She seemed a bit harsh at the start of the game, but she's nice now. Okay, dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Well, I guess I couldn't find anything. Your theory was correct, Eliza. I'm the best. Don't be silly. The fact that we haven't found anything is a clue either. I feel like itself would fit better than either. Like the fact that we haven't found anything is a clue itself. Means the killer was careful enough not to leave a clue. And that helps us find out the murderer personality. Oh! I think I'm gonna learn a few things about this game. I might just be able to solve every Umineko murder through it. Who knows? It's a mystery. You're right. Let's go back. So they've got the right train of thinking. So far I've got nothing to complain about. Now the room of the murder. Oh boy, oh boy. This place reminds me of my dream. Yeah, well, isn't it the exact same? Dot dot dot. What a creepy place. Yeah, should have seen it when there was a demon guy in here with a corpse. I don't know about you, but being in a place like this gives me chills. Amateur. Imagine the chills I felt when that thing just popped up in front of my face. Like, for me, it's different, but I know what you mean. Yeah, probably much more horrifying. Yeah, like something's about to happen. Yeah, like a weird demon guy's about to come up out of the shadow and kill us. And fill your badge with blood, even though it already looks like it. Unless that's not her badge. Yes. It's just me, or has the mood gotten darker? Better speed things up. Liza, let's investigate only the crime scene this time. Well, I mean, haven't you already investigated the whole building? What do you mean this time? There's only one room left to investigate, and that's the crime room. Thus, it being the crime scene. What are you talking about? Doesn't make much sense. Is there any sound going on that I just can't hear? Hold on. Is there? Oh, just fully quiet. Okay, let's keep that at like 21. Okay. She accepted without complaint. Maybe she's getting a weird sensation from this place too. Yeah, maybe. Like there's a demon hiding in the shadow? I don't know. Oh my goodness. What? There's music. She starts looking for a clue or something. Keeping my... There's the orchestra from hell. Keeping myself busy seems like a good thing to do in a situation like that. I haven't found anything so far, John. Wow, she was fast. Yeah, she's probably hurrying her ass so that the demon doesn't come and kill her. Yes, me either. So let's get out of here, alright? Something bothering you? No, that's really usual. For me, that's like brushing my teeth at morning. Just routine. So what do you think about staying here till night? Huh? I think you can do it by yourself. I think not. I think I need to go the fuck home. Eliza! Eliza! And she's gone. Boy, she's really gone and left me here talking about her myself. How grumpy. Oh, what the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? It's Tramp. Hey, bro, you cool? What? Here, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm fine. So, you're out of here? You're out of there now? You can't. That's my shack. Must find another place to sleep. Shack? Do you know this place is a crime scene? What the? Someone died there? And you can trespass like that? Hey, come on, dude. Are you a cop or something? Investigator. Yes. I stay where I want. I'm a cop. Ah, damn it. You said this is your shack, right? Look, I don't. I'm not looking for trouble, got it? The cops don't like me. Some of them like to hit me. Take it easy, Paul. I'm an investigator. The worst I can do is connect you to a murder or two. Ah, fuck. You're even worse. I'm glad you understand. I want you to answer a few questions for me. Alright, just tell me what you want and leave me alone. Last night you were here in this warehouse. Last night were you here in this warehouse? Last night? Man, yesterday I was drunk as hell. Oh, did you hear the orchestra? I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't even know where I slept. Ah, well, great. You want to know if I saw anything? Yeah. Where do you sleep? I don't get it. Like, what actually is he? What actually would he have seen? Like, does our main character legitimately believe that he was here last night and not in that it was not just a nightmare? On the floor near some boxes. There are boxes everywhere. I don't think it was a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea to ask him for help. Very good, sir. If you remember anything, I'd be happy to hear it. Last night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I remember something. I heard screaming noises. Screaming? Ooh. I couldn't tell if it were the dogs fighting in the street. I remember I was pretty pissed off. There were cries for help. As if someone was asking for clemency? I don't know this clemency, but it sounded like a woman's cry. What? A woman's cry? Yeah, a woman or a dog. So, a bitch? I'm awful. Can you tell me where all the screaming was coming from? Look, it's been hard enough to remember that. You're already asking for too much, Chief. I see. Anything else, dude? I mean, I don't think we need to reward him, but actually, I'll reward him. Maybe if we reward him, he'll like be inclined to help more in further investigations. So that seems useful. Oh, thank you. It may seem a little, but your services have helped me a lot. I could give you some money, but the only thing I have is that cigarette. Whoa, that's a boss. Thanks, partner. Oh, fuck. That is right. And there goes my last one. We better go home. It's getting late. The Eliza ran out like that. Maybe she regretted leaving me here. Maybe she's waiting for me at home now. I feel like I wasted time talking to that guy. What do you mean you wasted time? He told us that you're like Screaming? That seems like a pretty darn good clue. Sometimes I'm even afraid to go up my flat. I feel like I'm more alone than usual. Well, I got nowhere else to go. Maybe at the bar. Hmm? Oh, there's Eliza. Hello. I'm sorry I abandoned you like that. It's just... Alright, I understand. So, what do you say we go inside and have a cup of coffee? That'd be a good idea, but I'd rather have coffee somewhere else. Sure, I just need to stop by the PD first. So we'll meet later? So we'll meet later? No. You come with me. I just remembered Jefferson wanted to see you today. Really? What a surprise. Well, shall we go then? Let's go. She's giving me so much Chloe vibes. I don't know if she was like inspired by her, but like the vibes are really Chloe-esque. Well, here we are. Yeah, it's good I came with you, John. And sorry again for running off like that. It's just that I thought I saw something. You thought what? Nothing, it's just bullshit. I need to finish a report in my office. Go talk to Jefferson. I'm sure he's waiting for you. Right. Oh, and off she pops off the sign. Jefferson? Yes? Oh, what voice I give him? Hey, Jefferson, how's it going? The usual, John. And you, still drinking more than you should? Sometimes. You want a cigarette? I stopped about 6 months ago, John. And you should have stopped with me. Everybody dies someday. Well, I have some business I'd like to discuss with you. That's a voice that's gonna tear my throat. So talk. I'll try to be as direct as possible, John. We have had problems with you within this organization. What? What? Why? And as much as I'm your friend, I won't be able to defend you much longer. Your fixation on this very subject has been harming us all, so I would like to ask you one last time to reconsider your conduct. Otherwise, I'll have no choice but to remove you from your duties indefinitely. Is that what you wanted to talk about? That's not all. I know it was a shock. We all felt it and understood it was often worse for you. We? Okay, so the way they're talking, it seems like this woman that got murdered was like friends with a lot of people. So I wonder if she was like a colleague of ours, as well as a lover. Me, Eliza, and the rest of the police force. You have no idea what I've been through. You don't understand. I understand you feel that way. But put yourself in my place. I've already done that, and that's why I'm here now, listening to what you have to say. Thank you, but that's not enough. Alright, I don't care. I understand you're shocked by the tenor of our conversation, but as I've said before, that's not all. When I say we all feel like our loss, I mean we won't rest until we get it. Till we've caught Angelica's killer. You mean, can I get back to the case? No, that is an investigation temporarily closed. And it would be irresponsible of me to put you in charge of this in view of your current condition. What do you mean, my current condition? John, I'll be honest. You've become a self-destructive person. I know you disguise it with what little good humor you have left, but you have things you can't disguise. I understand, it's understandable, but it can't be tolerated. I'm not finished yet. Sound effects. Jefferson, I finished what I was doing. Excellent. I'd like you to stay with us. I'd like you to stay with us, Eliza. You've come at a very opportune time. Gee, is that right? Glad to be of service. Let's continue our conversation. John, When I say our investigations into the case are temporarily paused, this means we must not disregard human resources to seek evidence that could lead to the dissolution of crime. You know what I mean? You mean we cannot investigate anymore? Ooh, no, I think it just means that we can investigate, but in secret. Oh! If human resources don't find out, no evidence, no crime. No, it means we shouldn't investigate. It's like when you use a salad fork for dessert. My man! No one will punish you if it happens, but it's not right. Fork? Dumb example, sorry, but that's what you meant, right, Jefferson? Well, yes. So we should investigate. But that doesn't mean we can't? It's a little more complicated than that. Let's say if I put an agent to investigate a case like this, at some point I'll have to explain to my superiors why I'm doing this. And of course, my motives will have to be good. What you're saying is they came to ask you why I was working on this case. No. Understand, John, this is not an argue. I'm not punishing you. What I'm saying is we can't lose someone as good as you to a case like this. And so we've decided to help you with whatever it takes in that case. My man. I need to change his voice. I don't know what voice would fit him. Honestly, you know what? Skip, I know you're gonna watch this, so if you highly disagree, then I highly apologize. But that kind of looks like an older you. That really looks like I have a friend of mine, Skip the Wave, and this guy just looks like straight up an older him. Like just the facial structure and everything. How? Helping is the only way that can't be traced. Oh, helping in the only way that can be traced. I've been talking to everyone in our department, and also others, since the day you started turning this into your life. So they can help us with the Angelicus case. Help? Jefferson, I'm confused. You were telling me to drop the case, and now you want to take it back with the whole police force? You got it wrong. What Jefferson's trying to say is we want to help you get through this. And we realized in time the only way was to solve the case. Did you know all that, Eliza? Eliza gave the idea. And when were you going to tell me this? I was going to tell you right now. We've decided that due to the events of last night, we needed to solve this case as soon as possible so you wouldn't get lost in a world of fantasy and delusions. Witches don't exist. I knew it. It's all an illusion. Don't trust the golden witch. Don't trust her. Tear the illusion apart. Satan Red. Sorry. Fantasy and delusions? All that happened. The murder. Calm down, John. I called you here just that. To show you that you're not alone in this. But to warn you that if you continue on this path, we may not have a way to save you later. Oh god, his voice! Ah! John, please, just listen to what we have to say. Alright, what do you have in mind? We've created a way to investigate possible suspects based on data links. Data link? When a shooting goal... I'm sorry. I need to stop. If one of our investigators reaches out to an individual with a propensity to be a murderer, or that it already is, he finds in a database of possible suspects in the Angelicus case. Thus, at the investigator's own initiative, he is able to help in cases without updates. That, in fact, may be a way of untangling long-forgotten cases. There are no bad sides, only good ones. And since the investigation is another, finding a suspect for the Angelicus case becomes inevitable. Oh. At the same time, it's not purposeful, since our police force simply bumps into a possible suspect. It's not like we are asking them to focus all their investigations on suspects in another case. However, since they are focused on their own investigations, finding information that can help us doesn't immobilize them. I need to find a new voice for him. So what you're saying is there's not a single person working on the case anymore. But our entire department? And others too. Yes, but remember, they're working indirectly. That's Greg! I've done something like this before with my own files. I was looking for news, other murders. But I never would have imagined that you could do something like this for me. We're your friends, John. And regardless of whether we're his friends, you are one of us. You're not alone. I don't even know what to say. Even if we don't find the killer, that'll be good enough to honor Angelica's memory. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Thanks, Eliza. ... Well, now that you're here, we should show you the files we have access to. Eliza, can you do the honors? You can bet it. Ooh, we're checking some files. Ooh. Is this gonna be one of those cases when I'm gonna have to be going back and forth trying to solve who the fuck the killer is? Those were the archives gathered to date. Only 5 files? We screened for information that was not relevant and gathered those that had a chance to be used in these 5 files. Don't be ungrateful, John. Wait, was that Jefferson talking? A lot of people worked hard to get this far. I just have to say thanks. Good. Then you can start analyzing now. I brought you here for this, after all. Ooh, we're checking some files. Alright, let's take the first one. RM report. RM. We've decided to address agents by acronyms to organize it easier. I see. Okay, so let me read this. RM report. Similar modus operandi. When investigating a possible connection between several murders that occurred in the region, based on the work of a serial killer, I found that the murder method is similar to what happened in the Angelica case. I see. The isolated place with little or no witnesses blows from a sharp object and extreme cruelty. Maybe there's a connection. An information that may be important is the fact that the murderer had already started his criminal activities before the Angelica case. The last reported occurrence of a crime with similar characteristics occurred just a few weeks after the case in question. But one of its characteristics had changed. What used to be cuts became bone crushing and dismemberment by force. There were no more occurrences with similar characteristics after that, preventing me from having a more objective conclusion. Huh. So, brutal murderer. So Angelica was dismembered? And then this guy, in this RM report, instead of using cuts, just use sheer force? Know what I'm getting from this? A similar killer? Maybe I have something like that in my files too. I need to check. This has always been the goal from the beginning, to cross information. Alright, let's check the other one. RHP report. Passionate murder. That's gotta be a joke. Read to the end. Right. RHP report. Passionate murder. I have strong reasons to believe that I found Angelica's killer. I came across this in a routine analysis. There was a complaint of a couple fight in the vicinity a week before the murder took place. However, this complaint happened again and again that same night, as if the couple were talking while arguing. Days later, the body is found. It would not be enough evidence in itself, but the reports point to a woman with a physical description similar to the victim called Angelica. So she was similar in appearance. So the victim here was similar in appearance to Angelica. I see. The men's descriptions are unclear, and that is the only reason why I cannot conclude my reasoning more elaborately. However, soon after the incident, there were never complaints about couple fights during the night. Alright. That's absurd. He didn't even put it in a schedule? Okay, so the description are unclear. Okay, so in the other one, the method of killing was similar, but the actual way in which it was executed uh, was different. Here, the victim is similar, but they can't determine uh, what the killer looks like. It's just a summary, John. I thought there must be a different point of view than yours. What do you mean? Ah, forget it. My third one. ACA report. Ah, ACA report. Involvement with drug trafficking. I believe that the victim was found in such an impacting condition that would serve as a message, since drug traffickers tend to threaten those who do not pay their debts by murdering them. I have hints of a small cartel that has been forming in Zone D of the city, in the condominium buildings. It may be nothing, after all. I am researching the growth of organized crime in the region and trying to surround it from the beginning. However, if it is something that can be considered for an investigation, it may be better not to discuss the hypothesis. Alright, so, back in condition, that would serve as a message. So basically similar to the others, just a really bad state. This one has to do with drugs. My Angelica would never get involved with that sort of thing. In this situation, we must always consider everything as valid until it becomes undoubtedly invalid. You're right. DD report. No records. When trying to find a connection from an individual accused of income tax fraud, I came across the fact that the warehouse that was the scene of the crime for the Angelica case was never rented or sold after a certain time that I was unable to define. When trying to search for the owner, he was registered in the name of Stooge, people who have died more than 100 years ago. What the fuck? Well, that's definitely strange. One of them had died before the shed was even built. I don't know how this could have a connection with the case, but as I couldn't connect my suspect to the shed, I think at least that way that information is helpful. Alright. Um so the owner of the warehouse where she was killed has already been dead for a long time, for like more than 100 years. That doesn't seem to make much sense. It's at most the discovery of a fraud unrelated to Angelica. I agree, I thought something like that when I read. But it's still information we shouldn't neglect. Yeah. And the last one. EL report. Genevieve's effect. What's that? Do your homework, big boy. You talk like you know what it is. I know. By the way, don't you think that agent might get in trouble? This oh, I should be reading. I should have already. Okay. Uh, Geno EL report. Genovese syndrome. Investigating the site a second time after it happened, about a week later, I found it strange that there were no reports of cries for help or the sound of blows from a sharp object on the likely night of the crime, so I decided to investigate the closest neighbors to the place, which was already difficult because there are few. My conclusion is simple and straightforward. Either all the neighbors who heard what happened were affected by the Genovese syndrome, or they were all lying. Or maybe it didn't happen there? In this memo, he claims to have investigated the case on his own, unrelated to a job he had already done. Don't worry about it. Okay then. Right. We're done for today. I hope it helps you find new paths or new lines of investigation. We know how stressful it can be to follow a case without getting results for so long. I just needed to talk to you about one more thing. Needed? None of this really matters. There's nothing you can tell me to change that. All these files and no decent answers. You're not being rational, John. We did it for you, John. I don't give a shit. Come on. You better go home and rest. We'll talk when you're calmer. Whatever. Well, now I'm the one being a bitch. John? Sorry, Eliza. We'll talk tomorrow. What the? Just leave it at that. Okay, waste of time, but unfortunately, I have covered my time for today. So, now that we've got a decent bit of the story going, we are gonna leave it off. Help me out, there's links down in the description below. You don't have to do that, but it would be greatly appreciated if you did decide to do so. And yeah, that's about it. With that said, I will see you in the next video.